Hey guys, welcome back to Swing the Drive. Logan and I are just sitting here wondering what is the next thing the Blue Jays are going to do to excite us. This is awesome baseball to watch this late in September. It's been a few years since we had this, and I am here for it. This is exciting stuff. Jays are maintaining their lead in the American League East. Currently, the Jays have a 3.5 game lead on the Yankees and a 6 game lead on Boston and a 2.5 game lead on Detroit for the American League lead. Amazing. So if they can keep this out now, the magic number, as reported on the broadcast today, to make the playoffs is down to 5. It's very doable. So we're feeling better about just making the playoffs altogether, day by day. And our magic number for clinching the division is down to 10. That's still a big number in terms of magic numbers. But because we're talking about it at all and the concept of a magic number is in the discussion, hell yeah, I'm here for it.
Hell yeah. I'll take it all.
So, one of the things that has gotten the Jays to this point is our approach to hitting this year has not been about mashing baseball. We've hit our share of home runs, but not like a lot of teams in the league. It's about getting the bat on the ball. I think the season that like Vladdy's having is kind of indicative of that. The Bo Bichette season, his contract year, you have to throw props at Bo for his comeback season. So we've got 3 of the top 6 batting averages in the major leagues, including George Springer, the Renaissance man. So Logan, why don't you just quickly maybe talk about what the Blue Jays have been able to do at the plate?
Man, so they're just attacking the baseball really well right now. They and like everybody's on right now. Like there's nobody that's slacking off. There's nobody that's slumping currently. Clement is hitting. Barger's hitting. We got Kirk back. Like in this series, he came in with a pinch hit yesterday. That was huge, and then he walked it off. And then Springer. What is left to say about the season that George Springer's having?
Right.
Like he leads the team with 29 home runs. He's got 135 hits. What else we got? He's got 75 RBIs. He's just been unreal. And in his age 35 season, nobody was expecting even close to this from George Springer. And he's going to get MVP votes. I think, like, quite honestly, he'll finish 3rd. Right?
Third for votes?
I think he'll be 3rd in the American League MVP.
Behind?
As the Judge and Raleigh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's those are the 2 who everyone thinks are going to get it. It's going to be Judge for sure. Like, I mean, Cal Raleigh's hit a whole lot of home runs, and he's done some things a catcher has never done, and he's done some things that a switch hitter has never done. But he's still only hitting like 240 something or whatever. And I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be Judge.
When you're hitting 325 and you have 47 home runs, it's hard
It's hard to beat that.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, like, when it comes to MVP, I really like to think about it like, if you take that player away from their team, where would their team be?
Well, and we saw that with Judge too, right? Like early in the year, like when he was down for, I don't know, it was 10 days.
He was on the 10-day or something like that, or a little more than that.
But they weren't great. They were not great when he was gone.
No.
So it's true.
So they need him to be there. To me, that's the deal breaker. Plus, like, I mean, like, come on, you're back to, he's hitting almost 50 home runs again, and he'll be over 50 again this year, probably by the end of the season. Like, he's going to hit 3 more home runs, right?
However,
however, I think George Springer will get 3rd. I think he'll finish 3rd in the AL MVP voting for the season that he's had. It's just been unreal. And if you go and say, where would the Jays be without George Springer this year?
It's a different season for sure. He's done a lot of things at a lot of good times that a player of his caliber does, and
he's
when
having
you see
the best season of his career.
Yeah. Well, is it
At 35.
statistically this is statistically the best?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I knew there was several of the statistics were right up there at the top, but I thought there was one season in
He's never hit
in
300
Houston.
before. He's currently hitting 305 or something like that.
303.
He's hit
Yeah.
30 home runs one time before. He's at 29 home runs.
Yeah.
He's having the season of his career, and it couldn't come at a better time for the Blue Jays.
Well, like,
that's for sure.
think about a player like him, and like if all you're hearing about all season last year and all off season is this the end of George Springer's effectiveness? Is it all declined from here? And you're
anybody was talking
34,
about.
you're 35 years old, and you're like, man, like I'm 35, I'm not dead here, like,
Right?
So
Yeah.
I'm super pumped that is the reaction that he had. He worked really hard in the off season, and it's paying off for him this year. It's
Because
awesome.
he could have just sat back and done nothing and collected his paycheck and retired.
Totally.
Right? And so, yeah, it's been really great to see.
Props to the Jays also for the management of him. They tried a little bit last year and they had him playing a little less, but he still ended up with injuries, and I think that the way they've used him this year has helped him keep that energy and vitality and ability to make through the whole season. So here's hoping that Bo's injury is shorter term, but we've clearly weathered the storm nicely. They're 5-1 without him this past homestand.
Yeah.
So
good homestand.
Good for the Jays to keep it rolling. I was devastated to know. I was like, what is this going to do? What is this going to do to our whole vibe? And the boys have responded. So
totally, they've stepped up. They're like, okay, well, we don't have Bo's bat in the lineup. We all have to do a little bit better to make up for it.
And they have. Even the majority of the bullpen has somewhat snapped out of the crazy level of bad that was going on. Like,
man, it was so bad. But Varland has had a couple good outings since.
Varland, yeah. Yariel's had a couple of good ones. Little has even come out and done a few times. He still had some shitters.
I'm still not in on Hoffman as closer.
I'm scared every time.
We talk about this all the time, but man, the number of home runs he's given up, 13 ninth inning home runs, 15 home runs overall in his appearances. So it's not good, man. It's not.
It's tough to take. It's tough to take that into the postseason and say in a close game when you need to lock it down. And is that the guy? Is it the guy you're throwing out there? And I know John Schneider. We talked about this several times since he's been bad and then good again. And I was like, I don't have the wherewithal in me. I wouldn't be that kind of guy to be able to stick with your guy that much. And credit to John Schneider for getting a good performance out of him after. But he keeps on not rewarding John Schneider for his faith. And at a certain point, there's too many times where you don't reward your manager for having faith in you. That the manager has to say, okay, dude, you're not the guy that I trust in the bottom of the ninth when the chips are on the table.
Oh, when he gave up the home run the other night to give up the lead or whatever, then Schneider's comment is, I still trust him. I'm like, dude, you better just be pandering to the media, because if that is how you actually feel, then you can't be a manager. You just can't. You need to make hard decisions, and you need to be like, yo, dude, you gotta get together or you're gonna be pitching the blowouts.
That was 100% psychology management of his own player. That's the only thing there was to help the guy that's on his roster. They're not gonna just release him. He's on the roster. There's
nothing you can do.
Right? And so he's gonna be a part of this team. What leverage, I don't know. If you put him into lower leverage, does that hurt his ego so much that he just becomes a crap pitcher?
Yes.
Is that the result?
High leverage and he keeps giving up games, that's going to hurt your ego so much that you're going to be a crap pitcher too. So I would, as the manager and as a fan of the team, prefer that he gets low leverage and loses his, I don't know, like psychological advantage doing that than giving up games for us.
I mean, yeah, I don't want him giving up
It's
games.
a lose-lose situation, I feel like, in no matter what you do. And I think you need to, like, okay, so let's put it this way. They want to do everything they can to win the next 15 games. They literally said that, right? Everything we can do to win the next 15 games. That includes bringing up the 2024 first overall pick, Trey Yesavage, to start on Monday. Super cool.
Yes.
But why doesn't that include not throwing your highly ineffective closer in close situations anymore? Like, one doesn't make sense. You know, like either you want to win and you're going to do everything to win, and that means you bring up the pitchers that you think can help you, or you're just happy doing what we're doing and you leave Hoffman in there to blow it every time, or 3 out of 4 times, or whatever it is, right? Like, I have zero trust.
Okay, so you've got this guy for 2 more years after this year. It's through 2027. So if you're the manager, you need to manage his psychological approach to the game. You can't go, you suck, and just like, that's why he's doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like
I get it, but that's not win now mentality.
It has to be part of the plan of winning now, because if you do that, what do you do you also have to be looking at the future too. And the future includes this year. Like, it's like 2 weeks from now. So he's trying to get the best out of all of his players for the whole season, whether it's next year or whether it's two weeks from now. If he's got a guy sitting there that isn't helping because of the steps that he's taking, that's all I'm saying is it's a tricky situation for a manager to be in.
I don't.
When you have a guy that's not performing, right? Like, how do you coax the best performance out of him? And
I think this needed to be taken care of weeks ago, and like the job should have been given to somebody else, or opportunities given to somebody else, just so he knows it's not his to just have. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I'm with you there.
Louis Varland can be a 9th inning guy. I think
totally.
He's got the stuff to do it. He's got the mentality to do it.
Yeah.
And Sir Anthony Dominguez can also be a 9th inning guy.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 other options out there. You've had them both for weeks now. Except you still just send out the same old crap, hoping it's going to change.
Yeah, it's a
struggle. One out of those few times it is better. But like, you can't trust that it's going to be better. You can't trust that he's going to be good against the best teams in the leagues in the playoffs. You just can't.
Yeah, that's a situation where I completely agree, and that's what I guess where we started this conversation at was, is he the guy that you throw out there in that, and he isn't, and so the Jays have to figure out that situation. I feel bad for Schneider, but anyway, the exciting thing out of that is the addition of Trey Yesavage, who through 5 levels of baseball in 1 year has now made the
He's gotten the call, man.
He's gotten the call, and he pitched in all of them. He didn't skip any levels. So the Jays believe, as they said earlier today, he is one of the best 14 pitchers in the organization, and that's what they want in their pen and in their rotation to take us home here. So congratulations to Trey Yesavage. If that's the assessment, I'm excited to see how it translates into the major leagues like that.
He's got a lot of strikeouts in the minor leagues, mostly because of that crazy arm angle.
Yeah,
it'd be super interesting to see how it translates up to the major leagues.
160 plus strikeouts in the minor leagues. I think
that led all of the minor leagues this year.
It's
in his first year in the minors.
It might have, I don't know, but it's impressive. It's so. He's got stuff, and now normally what has happened with him at each level, just to set your expectations, is his first appearance has been a stinker at literally every stop. And then,
to be fair, each one was less of a stinker at each level, than the previous one.
progressively less of a stinker at the new level.
Yeah, he
Right.
still didn't do well in his
Yeah.
first start at
Yeah.
each level,
Yeah.
but he did progressively better in each of those starts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully,
I thought he was a little older than
big-
he is
big jump.
as a college grad. I thought he was more like 24, but he's only 22, which I'm happy to have somebody who went through college and is 22 and ready for the bigs. That's great. Hopefully it translates. With the college pitchers and rookies coming up this late, it's always a challenge for other teams when there's no book on a pitcher. I feel like it kind of goes advantage pitcher for the first little while when if that pitcher can throw the ball over the plate. So he could see some early success that way, and maybe that helps us eke out a couple extra wins going down. Is that the mindset?
We got to do to beat the Rays, man. Like, good grief, we got 7 of our last games coming up here against Tampa Bay Rays, and they've had our number all season. So
yeah.
He's going to get to start game 1 against Tampa in Tampa, or
so with the with the magic numbers being where they are and the opponents that we have, Tampa Bay is one that we also have to exercise our demons on. We talked about that with Baltimore, who's also had our number a little bit, and we exercise the demons against them. They've become a team that we really should beat. They haven't had a good year this year. We really needed to beat them, and we did. Great. And that's the same thing we got to do to Tampa. They figure it out against us way too often, but we just got to keep pressing. So
look, all the Jays got to do is win these next few series, and we've clinched the division title.
Yes. Yeah. If you just keep winning series, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, you just keep
even if we just split this first one with the Rays and go 2-2, because it's 4-game series, and then take 2 of the games in the next 3 series after that. That's it. Like, we got it.
Yeah, so we're in a really good spot.
Obviously, but we're in a really good spot.
Yeah. We have three tough games against Boston, and we could actually put Boston out of it if we take it to them at home after that too. It's not just that we could say, well, even if Boston got 2 of 3,
depending on what happens tonight, especially if the Yankees take another one from Boston.
Boston's almost out of it completely.
Boston's pretty much almost out of it already.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I'm expecting a big effort from Boston against the Yankees. And if we could get a win from Boston tonight, that would move the standings to 5.5 up on Boston and 4 up on the Yankees, which is music to my ears. So they got to 2. Things weren't growing great, and the Yankees were at 2. The sky was falling for me, so...
Yes,
I'm emotional. What can I say? Okay, so I guess maybe we should let's leave her there for now and see how young Trey Yesavage fares. We'll see how things go over the next little while, and hopefully the Jays can lock it down without too much drama in the final series of the year. We'll see.
Yeah,
but it's exciting time to be a Blue Jays fan. So let's leave her there and let us know what you guys think. Trey Yesavage ready for the bigs? What's the corresponding move? Let us know. Okay. Peace.
Go Jays.